On this episode of the Bronze Medalist Podcast, we talk about You Are Safe from God Here by The Acacia Strain. Welcome to another episode of the Bronze Medalist Podcast. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
We're two professional broadcasters. We like metal and we like to talk about it. And today we are talking about the brand spanking new 13th album from The Acacia Strain, which is an American, I will say, extreme music band.
Music band.
Yeah, extreme because they're not, depending upon who you ask, some people wouldn't call them a metal band if you want to be really snobby. Some people have been. I would like to just call them a deathcore band.
Right. Which they have a deathcore thing about them.
But that is a label that Vincent Bennett has expressed disgust for at times during the band's career. And they have been around since 2001. So they've been around and doing it kind of since before deathcore as we know it was a thing. So I think if any band can say, like, yeah, we're not really a deathcore band, we're just doing our thing, it's them. And to their credit, they've kind of just been doing their thing for 24 years at this point.
Yeah.
And I've seen it pointed out, and it's something that I do think is generally true, which is that they've been around for 24 years. They've released 13 albums. And pretty much every one has been better than the last one.
Yeah, and this one is, my God,
it's incredible. It's a fantastic album, we'll talk more about it.
All right,
a little bit later on. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much.
That's good. You got a new pair of readers on.
I do, because I don't know what happened. I went to bed the other night, and I don't know if I got up sleepwalking or whatever.
You threw all of your reading glasses into the trash.
Apparently. So I had to actually stop on the way to the dollar store where I got readers and pork rinds.
You go through reading glasses like someone would normally go through pens or socks. Mm-hmm. They just sort of disappear on you.
Yep. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I mean, I go through socks at the same rate that I go through readers.
Maybe they disappear because you can't see them.
That's true. That is sort of the catch-22 when it comes to glasses. I can't see my glasses. Well, because you're not wearing your glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that, Velma. I can't see without my glasses. I've always kind of had
a thing for Velma. I don't know.
Everybody.
Sure.
If you like women, you probably have had a thing for Velma.
I actually ended up on Velma Talk for a period where these girls would cosplay as Velma from Scooby-Doo, and it's like way too sexy Velma from Scooby-Doo.
And TikTok would just keep giving you.
Keep throwing it at me.
In my experience of the internet, it's a fairly universal sort of like sexy costume, because Velma is also one of those characters who you're not supposed to find attractive.
Right, she wasn't designed that way. But
yeah. So making a sexy version of the costume is therefore, a subversion.
Sure.
Despite the fact that, as I said, if you're attracted to women, you've probably got a bit of a thing for Velma.
Sure.
So yeah.
And if you're attracted to Shaggy, you've probably seen me around somewhere.
You need a big oversized green shirt, some brown slacks. And whatever those shoes he's wearing.
I actually do. I have all of that shit.
Yeah,
I do.
There you go. He's what shoe? Shaggy's shoe. Is he supposed to be wearing like moccasins or no? They have like a heel on them, don't they?
Maybe.
I think. I don't know. He's like a beatnik, right?
Yeah. Well,
not a beatnik, just like a
stoner.
Hippie, a stoner.
Yeah, stoner. I mean, he talks to a dog all day. I mean, who talks back?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not that weird that Shaggy talks to his dog, because the dog can just fucking talk.
Right.
And everybody, Scooby talks to everyone.
Right. I mean, I feel like that should be the real mystery that we're solving.
Yeah,
why can we only hear the dog talk?
Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody just acknowledges that Scooby can talk.
Right.
Or rather, everybody accepts that Scooby can talk without acknowledging it.
Right. And also, why is the dog eating sandwiches like that? I mean,
the dog shouldn't be eating sandwiches.
No, that's not healthy for a dog.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be doing that.
I mean, I guess it depends on what is in the sandwich.
Sure.
Because I think bread is probably okay. It's probably not
extent.
good, but like dogs, one of the things that makes a dog is the fact that they can handle a very starch-heavy diet.
Right. You know what I got pointed out to me the other day?
What?
Is that you no longer see white dog shit. That used to be a thing when I was a kid. You would see white dog shit.
I'm thinking of like really old dog turds that have turned white in the sun.
Well, okay, it's not just because of the sun. The deal is that dog food used to, like up until just a few years ago, it used to be heavy on bone meal. They would put a lot of bone meal in it.
I suppose,
and then what would happen was the regular shit part of the dog shit would just like leach out or would dissolve, and then you got just a dog turd skeleton, essentially.
It's like a cast or something. I don't know. That's weird.
A dog shit cast.
I was speaking of bones. I was a little disappointed by a quick Google the other day because I had the thought, like, does the fact that humans bury their dead, does that mean that in the future there will be a lot of human fossils? And it seems like the scientific consensus, disappointingly, is no. Because
why
there's a lot more factors that go into fossilization other than just being buried.
There's a mineral factor, a moisture factor, a temperature factor. And
it seems like the sort of places where we tend to put graveyards are not necessarily the best places for fossilization to happen.
Right.
And also the fact that most skeletons are buried in a coffin, which means they are not crucially covered with soil like immediately.
Right, which is what you kind of need for remains to be preserved for that long.
Yeah, so bodies that have just been buried not in a coffin and just thrown into a grave and
like
buried.
Like all my victims,
like a murder victim, like someone the mob is whacked out in the desert.
Those are the people we're going to find.
Those, they might be fossilized. Unless their bodies are dug up and discovered. So mobsters are doing future civilizations a favor by making more potential human fossils.
I felt like such a good dad this past weekend.
How could this be related to what I just said? Okay.
You'll see.
Okay.
we were talking about Lake Mead in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I was telling my youngest child, I said, it's funny because the lake level has gone down so far. They found a lot of murder victims in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
They have, like in barrels, like just kind of sticking up now out of the lake because Lake Mead is.
They went to sleep with the fishes, but the fishes have gone away.
Right.
They're no longer sleeping with the fishes.
They're still sleeping, in a sense, I guess.
Potentially.
The eternal sleep of death.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I wonder why that band didn't make an album called Eternal Sleep.
Death?
Yeah.
I don't know. They had other stuff to do?
I suppose.
They had other ideas?
Sure.
That was going to be the next one.
Right.
But Chuck was like, real quick, I gotta make this Control Denied album.
Yeah.
And then he died. So yeah, I'm sure that was next up, though.
I'm kind of bummed. Yeah.
I'm trying I don't know that I've done anything in particular. Oh, I spent a lot of money.
Yeah, you paid off. That was a weird moment for me.
Why?
Finding out that you are independently wealthy.
I'm not independently wealthy. I just don't have a lot of expenses.
True. Well, yeah, because you.
It also was a significant portion of the money I had.
You know what a significant portion of the money I have is?
Yeah,
like $100.
I know.
You paid off a $13,000 student loan.
Yeah, I had got it in my head recently. I looked at my bank account and then I looked at the total that I had left to pay on my student loans. I was like, I could just pay that. I could just get rid of that.
Uh-huh.
They could just be gone. And I could have that $221.71.
Right. We actually, I had a similar thing going on with me.
We'll get to that. But yeah, it's just like I could have that money.
Right.
Yeah. So and also because I've been looking at like houses recently, and with me, when I get it into my head that I want something, it's unless it goes away, which it might, because the road to getting the house is a long ways away. But the idea of get rid of debt now was instantly achievable.
Sure.
And so I did it. I also paid off credit card. So now that money, I can.
So you have
just,
no debt now.
I am debt free, so I can just.
I'm kind of debt free.
Yeah, in a different way, but.
See, I like the idea of, somebody says, hey, do you know OJ? And then somebody says, oh man, that guy is morally bankrupt. Well, have I got news for you? He's also financially bankrupt.
Yeah. No, I don't think anyone would say you're morally bankrupt. The other thing is true, though.
No one who doesn't know me, I guess.
You are not morally bankrupt. You, believe it or not, do have integrity. And I know this to be true.
Yeah, I guess.
Compared to some people, you're a fucking saint.
Yeah.
Just remember that.
I was thinking about becoming a cannibal.
Don't do that.
Okay, fine.
You're not morally Don't talk about my friend that way.
Okay, cliche. Thank you very much.
But yeah, you've
No, I filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was supposed to go meet the guy today, but he had some shit go down or whatever, and
some shit went down. He had to declare bankruptcy.
I don't know what for somebody. That's what he does all day.
Yeah.
He declares bankruptcy for people.
Don't you just walk out into a room and shout, "I declare bankruptcy"?
No,
isn't that how that works?
There's paperwork.
You declare it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they have to hear you in the form of paperwork.
Yeah, okay.
In an office somewhere.
Okay.
Probably in Washington D.C.
Why Washington D.C.?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what the head of government is?
I guess.
Maybe. I really don't actually know how this works. I wrote him a check and it cleared, and he's like, "Hey, I'll file the paperwork." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever that means."
Yeah. You're the professional, so I'll let you do it.
You're the guy. I mean, the guy's office, by the way, I don't know what I expected.
Yeah.
But I walked in there and it was like stock art from 1990. It was all over the place, and and it smelled like pipe tobacco and
pipe tobacco.
Yeah, pipe tobacco. Yeah,
interesting.
And I said, "Dude, it smells like my ex-wife's ex-husband's den in here." And he said, "Oh yeah, my cohort over here smokes a pipe." Well, yeah, you can smell it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know in particular how pipe tobacco smells versus cigarette smoke.
There's a definite
I want to believe it smells better because I feel like the tobacco is usually better. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, it smells better. Cigarette smoke to me smells like I don't know.
Bad,
just bad. Yeah. Like pipe tobacco is usually has like fruity notes to it.
Yeah. It's maybe halfway in between cigarette smoke and cigar smoke.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind cigar smoke, but cigarette smoke I hate.
Yeah, it's gross.
I really don't like the smell of cigarette smoke.
And my apartment building always smells like cigarette smoke and marijuana. Yeah. That's what it smells like all the time.
And boy, weed is one of those things where it's like the how absolutely obnoxious it smells varies wildly.
Wildly, yeah.
It can go from Jesus Christ, I have a migraine this instant to that's not so bad.
Yeah,
I'm never gonna say it smells good. But sometimes it's not bad.
We have people that come to where I work at night. Like last night, I'm standing there and I'm talking to the assistant manager, and then as soon as the people walk in, she's saying something, and then her face changed immediately to
Oh no.
Like, oh, I have a headache.
One time when I was in high school, we were on like a field trip down to the Heritage Center.
Yeah.
In Bismarck. It's our big like state museum.
It's awesome.
That we have. It's very nice.
Yeah,
it was shortly after, I think or maybe they were in the middle of their big renovations at the time.
I have a friend of mine who has an art display in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But we went to eat afterwards, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and we were standing there waiting to be seated, and these like 20-somethings walk in, and holy shit, I think they were fresh out of the hot box.
Were you smoking in front of the door?
Yeah, like it just followed them in. It was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
God damn. But they were taking care of those munchies. They were going into Buffalo Wild Wings. So
yeah, they knew what was what.
That seems like a decent spot for doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think if I've done any other thing. I just said, like I mentioned, I've been looking at houses and whatnot,
right?
And Minot is an interesting place when it comes to the housing market at this point in time. I mean, I feel like the housing market is not great nowhere, but it's definitely nowhere. It's definitely weird here in Minot. There's one house for $105K, where the house itself is pretty nice. It's pretty neat. It's interesting. The lot needs a little bit of work. It's got this like car bay. It's on the hill. It's got this like car
South Hill.
I don't remember. But it's got this like bay, this like concrete bay, that's sort of built into the side of the hill. Very little yard or anything like that. But the house itself was clearly abandoned about halfway through a remodel.
Sure.
So there's like, and when I say abandoned, I mean abandoned. Like there's like pieces of furniture or cabinets that are missing drawers and doors and whatnot that haven't been put on yet. And it's like, boy, that that would be a lot of like $105K and then spend another $50K finishing it.
Sure. Yeah, they tried to sell me a house like that, kitty corner, from what now is Bones Barbecue.
Bones Barbecue foot massage.
Yeah. And there was like a staircase that was out. You had to kind of use a rope and pulley system to get into the kitchen. I mean, yeah. He said, this is a cheap house. I'm like, well, I can see why.
Yeah. There's another house that I showed you pictures of,
right? Which
is a charming, like kind of a charming house, but it's got some very, very old carpet in it, and then down in the basement it has number one. The basement is partially finished, but it's also partially unfinished, and it has number one, the world's oldest furnace.
Right.
A furnace that looks like it was included in like the it would be the furnace that you'd find downstairs in like a Victorian murder mystery. And I'm sure it is technically Victorian. It's so, I don't know how old the house is, but the furnace clearly is the original furnace. It looks like what I imagine the furnace in A Christmas Story would look like if they had ever shown it.
Right.
The one that the old man is constantly doing battle with. And the finished parts of the basement are the most serial killer ass things I've ever. It has one room that, have you ever seen like the Backrooms meme or thing where it's like this online sort of like horror thing where it's this weird liminal space you wander into where the floor is like this weird beige tile and whatnot. It has a room that looks like that, and then it has a couple other rooms that look like probably were the laundry room because there's like some sinks and whatnot. But it is terrifying, and the attic is equally terrifying to look at. It's like The house itself is in a really interesting spot. It's right outside of downtown.
Sure.
It's a cool
Also, like
looking.
on South Hill, then.
Yeah, it was on South Hill.
Yeah.
It's like it's interesting, but holy shit, the the whole basement, and it's got carpet everywhere.
Sure.
Upstairs, the ground floor. Everything is carpeted.
Kitchen?
And I mean I don't know if the kitchen was carpeted. But everything else, the kitchen may have been carpeted. And each room had different carpet. It wasn't the same carpet. Every room had different. It was really weird. And they were like those sort of square patterns, on the carpet that you don't see anymore.
So it's like an indoor-outdoor kind of carpet, not like a shag.
It was there. One of them was very long. It's it's if you're not looking to pay several $100,000, housing in Minot is very interesting, and also there's not a lot of options. There's some really cheap options if you want to live way the fuck out and don't mind getting a trailer or something.
Honestly, I almost kind of want to move out of town. I'd like to live in a rural setting. I've done that before, and it was great.
For me, like some of the stuff that's far out on the edges or whatnot, and trailers and manufactured homes. It's not that I don't. It's not that I inherently don't like the idea of like a manufactured home. Mm-hmm. Part of it is just where they're at is so boring and soulless to me. Okay. Which is funny as someone who's lived in North Dakota my entire life, but unless you're down in the valley, which is also
the valley's so low.
Yeah, if you're down, in the valley here in Minot, up top all the trees disappear, which as a place to live, I don't necessarily want, because like where I grew up was down by the river where there's a lot of trees. It's really pretty. It's nice.
It was in a van, right?
Yeah, in a van down by the river, right. Which I didn't realize Bob Odenkirk wrote that skit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
But
learned that from Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. I just some of the places that are further out in Minot, you get out into the flats and whatnot, and it's like that, looking out the window and just seeing nothing for miles and miles and miles, which is what a lot of people in North Dakota do, because that's just what the state is. But when you have the I would rather have kind of an older house that is maybe needs some work and is in a slightly rougher neighborhood, but is interesting in a place that I like looking at. And I like looking out the window and being like, oh, trees, oh, a hill, oh, yeah. I don't mind that so much compared to the vast expanse of nothingness, which is nice as a change of pace. We were talking about this earlier today, and I mentioned it as something that I like, and now I'm contradicting myself. It's nice as something you can go and visit whenever you want.
But you don't want it permanent.
Yeah, I don't want to,
So where you can watch your dog run away for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, and again, I still do feel that way of like, it's a nice thing in North Dakota where if you were in a busier place, you can, if you have a car, you can get in your car and 2 minutes later you are surrounded by nothing.
Right.
It's great. You don't have, if it's not like a really big city where in order to get out, it's a whole ordeal. Like, nope. You can just fucking escape from all the people. Very easy.
Here's the funny thing. I was born in the greater Los Angeles area.
Yeah.
And it's odd how easy it is to do there.
I guess.
Actually easy it is to just suddenly you're in the desert.
Yeah. Well, you can do that in like Vegas too.
Sure.
It's really stark in Las Vegas where
again the bodies.
Yeah. But like the dividing line between city, densely populated city, and the desert. And the dividing line is a road.
Right. It's bam, right here.
This is the end of the city. This is this is where civilization stops.
Yeah.
And the harsh desert begins.
Right.
It's a hard line.
There's also there's a hardline desert, and then there's a mountain.
Yeah,
where you can go skiing.
Yeah,
or not.
Fucking was that? That's Mount.
Oh my god, I've forgotten. I've skied on it.
I've played so much Fallout New Vegas.
You should
I should know this. I want to say Henderson. That's not it. That's a different place in that area.
Yeah, that is in that area, but that's not Mount. Sweet evil.
Sweet evil Jesus. Which brings us to today's album. Yeah, I don't remember what the name of that freaking mountain is. Mount. No. I mean, if you search mountains close to Las Vegas, that's not very specific.
You know what? It sort of gives me the runaround. Mount Charleston.
Mount Charleston. There you go. Super mutants live there.
Yeah.
In
real life.
Yeah. If you in real life go to a ski lodge on Mount Charleston,
yes,
you will run into Marcus, the leader of, I don't even remember what, I think it's Jacobstown in Fallout New Vegas is the little super mutant settlement. I think there's ghouls that live there too.
Yeah.
But Marcus was one of the companions in Fallout 2, and then he appears as an NPC in Fallout New Vegas.
Nice.
But
I haven't played it. Would you recommend it?
Fallout New Vegas? Yeah. No.
Okay.
I actually don't like that game very much.
It's your favorite game, isn't it?
It's definitely. I at one point it was without question my favorite game. Period. I don't know if I would confidently say that anymore. Not that I now have negative opinions on it. But
right. You just have positive opinions of other games.
Yeah, I've played more games since then, so it's it has more competition.
Right.
At this point, but let's talk about the album.
From Acacia Strain.
The Acacia Strain.
Not just any Acacia
Not just
Strain.
any old one. So You Are Safe From God here is the 13th album from the Acacia Strain. They got going back in 2001 in Massachusetts, and they've been going ever since then. And their sound has definitely always been a bit more oriented towards the heavy, the slower, the sludgier, very Doom inspired, especially in the last decade. With lots of, I would say that in spirit, they are a hardcore band in spirit.
Right.
But they've incorporated a lot of other influences over the course of their career. There's just regular old death metal in there as well. And they, being around, and we mentioned this towards the beginning of the episode, being around, as long as they have, they kind of started making music before things like metalcore and deathcore really existed, especially with deathcore. There were rumblings of what the genre would become in 2001, but not really anything concrete as far as metalcore goes. There was a little bit more going on. You had metallic hardcore around since the 90s with Converge and like late 90s. The first Killswitch Engage album I think came out in like 1998. Wow. Maybe 99, something like that.
Holy crap.
Like they'd been around, and all the members of that band had been in other bands as well. But they have been around just about longer than anybody else sort of in their scene, such as it is.
Right.
At least the people they tour with, because they like to kind of set themselves apart from what people typically think of as the deathcore genre. They sort of like to see themselves as being apart, and I don't know, they've got the tenure to do so. They have tenure.
They are tenured musicians. Yeah, that's kind of where we have to land, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're musicians. What kind of music is it? It's musical music.
It's extreme, a type of extreme rock, shall we say? Because it is definitely rock. But
rock and or roll.
Yes, rock and or roll. But yeah, it's an eclectic mix of a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But normally when you say eclectic, like, switching between all these different things, they're not switching between anything. It's all just deeply, deeply mixed together in a perfect sort of emulsion.
Exactly. All good, clean Christian rock and roll.
Yeah, so this album definitely leans pretty strongly in a sort of anti-theistic sort of direction, although Vincent Bennett, who was the vocalist, and at this point the only original member of the band left. No relation to you, yes. He has said that sort of God on this album does not necessarily explicitly refer to like a Christian God. It's kind of meant to represent sort of anything that is keeping you from living your life in some sort of way.
Sure.
So this album
it's a metaphor.
Yeah, it's more metaphorical than just being straight up anti-religious. Yeah, definitely they have always been a very angry band. But on the other hand, one thing I've always loved about this band is despite how misanthropic and angry and just bleak their lyrics and music can be in general, they don't, at least in like their music videos and their performances, they don't take themselves very seriously. Like a lot of their music videos are like openly humorous, which is I've always been very entertained by. I've seen them live once, and unfortunately for half of the show the PA was out.
Oh, right.
I saw them at Warped Tour in like 2017, I think, in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And the most fucking like upper Midwest thing, the PA just stopped working.
And nobody
said anything. Nobody in the crowd freaked out.
They'll get it fixed. Don't worry about it.
We all just stood there. I don't know what the fuck front of house was doing. But yeah, nobody freaked out. They played like 2 whole songs. And then they got the PA, like before they figured out something was wrong, they got the PA working, and then Vincent was like, "What the fuck, guys?
How come nobody said anything?
Why didn't you guys yell at us? What the fuck?"
Oh, it's fine.
It's okay.
Fine. Don't worry.
You got it back on. It's okay.
Yeah. Have you called your mom today? You should do that.
At that same show, he was apparently hungry, and Vincent was hungry, and so he asked, "Is like, could somebody bring me a corn dog or something?" He received 3 corn dogs.
Oh, here you go, buddy.
Yeah,
it's a hot dish corn dog.
I don't think they were selling hot dish corn dog. I don't know what that would be. I want one now.
Yeah, I know. I want to see if that's possible. Can you corn dog a hot dish?
So so the question now, because now we have to figure this out now. Is it the thing? Is it like a deconstructed corn dog in a hot dish dish, or is it hot dish but
on a stick
somehow corn dogified?
I think it's that one. It's that.
It has to be, because the alternative is boring.
Yeah.
The alternative is just cornbread and cut up hot dog, which would be great.
I'd eat it.
I would eat the hell out of that.
Yeah.
But
I think it would be if you somehow took tater tots, ground beef, like beans and peas and corn
and some cream, depending upon what kind of hot dish you're going for.
Well, I think you cream a mushroom soup.
Yeah.
Have that in there, and then what you'd have to do is you wrap it on a stick, and then you would have to freeze it. You put it in the freezer for a while.
It would stick together.
Right, so that it would like solidify, and then I think you would dip it in the cornmeal batter.
Yeah.
And then deep fry it.
Yeah. We got to make this work now.
I think so.
We have to do this. How would you get the hot dish to stick together in the freezer is the question.
Well,
you would have to have like forms.
You have to realize that cream of mushroom soup is a miracle adhesive.
I suppose.
It's
I suppose.
So you have to put it on
I just feel like you would need like forms, like almost like you're
Maybe a
making
form?
Jello pops or something.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
You know.
It'd have to be something that's well lubricated, probably with some wax paper in it.
Yeah. Now what we need to do is commission like I'm thinking of that guy at the state fair that had the chicken and waffles on a stick,
right?
Where he commissioned custom made waffle iron to do that, where it was a cylindrical waffle iron.
Yeah.
We need something like this, but for making
for corn dogifying
and
things.
Then we could we contact the baseball team here in town.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Holy shit!
We sell them our idea.
This just became $1 million, dude.
TM, trademark.
TM.
We're trademarking this. We've recorded it. So now, if we make this, we have proof.
This might
that this is our idea.
Mailing this shit to ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot what we're doing.
Corn dogifying hot dish.
Hot dish corn dog. Hot dish corn dog.
Hot dish, because there's now, to be fair, there is a guy on the interwebs who does Will It Corn Dog. He has kind of a series.
Yeah.
He's done that with desserts. He did that with like a filet mignon, which was
but
not with hot dish.
Hot dish corn dog. And yeah, we could like baseball team here in town.
A tot dog.
We could call it the tot dog.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be a hit at the fair. This would be a hit at the Hust Fest.
Oh my God.
We're gonna be the next Dot.
Yeah, the next Dot. Dot's pretzels.
See, here's the thing: is I don't know how we sell this as a packaged product.
Yeah, like frozen in a box, like the bar-ass corn dogs.
Yeah, like this would be one of these things that we could make at like live at venues, but I don't know how you could make it.
Well, you'd have to pre-fry them.
Yeah, like the scale is the problem,
right?
Like there's a big
like we need to consider scale.
there's a big gap when it comes to like economy of scale, right?
Sure.
Like if you're just making it, if you're just at an event as a vendor making it, that's not so hard. It's busy, but it's not so hard. But then like trying to distribute it somehow to places where you are not.
Right.
There's a big gap in how you get to that point. That was not the case for Dot's Pretzels.
No, it was not.
You can just make those pretzels and put them in a bag.
Right.
This has meat in it.
Yeah.
Which is a little harder.
Ooh, there have to be like varieties of it. You could do.
Yeah. There's many different kinds of hot dish.
There is. There's lots of kinds of hot dish. Holy shit.
This is our idea.
Yeah. All right.
What were we talking about?
Acacia Strain. It was a band. They're a band, right? They make music?
Yeah, they do. The Acacia Strain.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun to see live for the parts where the PA was working.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
They were a lot of fun. I can't remember exactly how or when I got into this band. I think I was just like looking for lists of like deathcore and metalcore bands. And they were one of them, and then a buddy of mine was into them as well. One of the guys that I would go to Warped Tour with.
Sure.
We were listening to it. And the first album of theirs that really appealed to me was called Coma Witch in 2014, which is also kind of a little bit of a turning point in their discography, where they really kind of started incorporating more of the doom metal and more sludge, and sort of kind of finding a sound that is really, really theirs. And they've been working on that ever since then. And they started like experimenting too, and it's something that they've refined. They almost always have at least one like really long song on each album.
Yeah.
This one has a 13-minute track.
It does.
Coma Witch has a 27-minute long track. It's also the track that introduced me to True Detective, the TV show, because they also love sound samples from TV shows and whatnot. And there's a long sample of one of Rust Cole's monologues in that track on Coma Witch.
And this long track introduced me to a band called Blackwater Holy Light. I mean,
yeah, which I might have to check out.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. Those long, really doomy tracks have become a staple. Doomy. I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom. Those kinds of tracks have become a staple on their on pretty much each one of their albums. I'm trying to remember. I could have looked at this. Did we talk? What album did we talk about here before? Have we talked about them on the podcast before?
We have, but it's been a while.
Yeah, because I don't know what. It would have had to have been something from like 2019 on, unless we were listening to something earlier.
Yeah.
So that there's only so many options. I think I want to say it was Slow Decay that we talked about, because they did like a double album release in 2023, which actually I haven't listened to. That I ought to listen to at some point, but I couldn't remember what we had listened to before. But listening to this has made me want to go back and listen to more of their stuff, because I sort of left them on the back burner for a while.
Right.
This album slapped.
Yeah.
We were talking when you came in. The first thing you said was like, the guitars, though.
Yeah. Oh my God. How? What kind of magic did they put on this thing to make those guitars sound like this?
The tone.
Yeah.
The tone. The guitar tone. It's so good.
Hilarious to find out that they're just playing through an HM2. Yeah.
I mean, it definitely, like, the distortion on it definitely, obviously very heavy distortion. It's a metal band, but, like...
With the EQ on it?
It's just so perfectly mixed as well.
Right.
It just sounds... It's so gnarly and heavy, but it's so high fidelity as well. And because they're not playing super fast, like, it's something we've talked about many times, is that there's a lot of, like, technical death metal bands that sound very clean, but part of the speed in the production style means they sound very sort of
muddies it up a bit.
Robotic.
Oh, sure, yeah, that. Yeah.
And sometimes more naturalistic production ends up sounding too messy. And depending upon the genre, that can work just fine. But boy, they're in a real sweet spot where they can make something that sounds really, really heavy and really, it doesn't sound clean, but it is. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. I think Vincent Bennett also has, I think his vocal range has expanded a lot since earlier in the band. I think he goes to other places more often than he once did. He sort of has this kind of hardcore kind of scream or shout that he does most of the time.
Yeah,
but
kind of a meat and potatoes kind of
but
thing.
he reaches higher highs and lower lows at times than he once did, to my memory at least. Like his lower growl is very corpse grindery.
Sure.
I noticed that on a few tracks. It was like, he sounds like George a little bit. But he's definitely got those higher shrieks that he does on occasion as well. But looking at reviews, it seems like the reception to this has been pretty positive. It came out to 85% out of 6 reviews. A lot of people are saying what I mentioned earlier, which is it somehow manages to be better than the last one, which was also better than the last one, and it was better than the one before that. They keep doing
improving.
it. They keep improving. What's your favorite song?
I'm gonna have to go with the final track. Yeah, that's fucking fantastic.
It's Eucharist 2. There's more to it. It's Eucharist 2, Blood Loss.
Feet.
Blackwater Holy Light. It's that
That's so good.
I was listening to that while I was vacuuming. But very, very good track. I also was a big fan of the song Morning Star.
Yeah, that's very good as well.
There was something going on Morning Star. I think during I guess the choruses. I mean, they don't really follow that sort of song structure.
No, they don't.
But there was something going on where there was almost like this melody that was barely there.
Just sort of hiding in the back?
Yeah, and it's almost one of those things where it's like, did they mean for that to be there? Or is it some sort of weird sonic convergence that all of these things happen to make a melody? Like I would need to listen to it again, because it was like there was something where there was like...
That made your ears perk.
Yeah, I was like, is there a melody in there? Because you don't expect for there to be melody in an Acacia Strain song outside of maybe some of their really, their big, long sort of doom kind of epics
like
that they do.
Synth pop kind of stuff they're known for.
Doom synth pop.
Yeah.
Describe to me what doom synth pop is.
So what you do is you make the hot dish and you put it on a stick.
Doom synth pop is like, it's like Candlemass, but with more keyboard.
Yeah.
But I just there was something there. Something there. But yeah, that last song. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What medal do you bestow upon this, like Maskanata to Chewbacca?
I'm kind of feeling gold on this.
I wrote down high silver, but we started talking, and I'm like, no, it's a gold.
I'm kind of feeling gold on this.
This is gold.
Yeah. I'm going to listen to this many more times.
Yeah, I think I would, and it gave me that urge. It's like, I got to go back. I got to listen to more. I got to revisit what I've missed. Which is usually the sign of a gold.
Yes,
in my opinion. A gold for You Are Safe from God here.
Yes.
What do you want to talk about next week?
Next week there is a new album this year that I've listened to part of, and I'm like, this is way different than what I'm accustomed to from Arch Enemy.
Oh, okay.
Blood Dynasty is their newest album from this year.
Interesting. How is it different?
It's
normally they're a melodic death metal band, right?
Melodic death metal. And of course they're saying they changed singers a decade ago or whatever.
Yeah, a while ago at this point.
Yeah. And they do a lot more singing. I mean,
okay.
It almost has a more commercial flavor to it.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm really liking it.
All right. Well, what's it called?
Blood Dynasty.
Blood Dynasty.
Yeah.
All right. We will talk about that next week, some Arch Enemy.
Yeah.
Until then, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our feed? I don't know why I'm doing like a Halloween voice when I didn't do a Halloween voice last week when it was actually Halloween. Ooh, subscribe to our podcast feed on whatever podcast service you're using to listen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Bronze Metalist Podcast. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
Congratulations.